was actually thinking about one of my favorite scams of all time. It will literally be Ashanti or Christina Milian or like another girl who sounds like her. Like, it's other people.
But is she collecting the royalties?
Yes, that's a scam.
I think the problem with Jenny from the Block is that they cut my laugh and they kept ad-libs and turned her vocals like all the way down.
I wrote a song for her and I also referenced I'm Real for her, and they left my background vocals on the record.
The world is turning on Jennifer Lopez, and she doesn't know what to do. She's put all her money into saving her reputation, but after years of scamming fans and stealing from other artists, everyone can see through JLo, and she won't be able to pay her way out of this one. So let's get into it. If you aren't subscribed to the Let's Get Into It podcast, then you're only getting half the tea. For longer videos, deep dives, and of course, more of me, subscribe to the Let's Get Into It podcast listed in the description below. Now, there's a very good reason why Jennifer Lopez's reputation is tanking, and it's all because of everything she's done in her career up until this moment. And honestly, people just don't seem to like her. Although she is famous for her music and movies, JLo got her start in Hollywood as a dancer on a sketch comedy show titled In Living Color. She did that for 2 seasons, and it seems like this was her foot into the entertainment industry.
That's right, you know. The shots get dropped like the rag top and the beats don't stop.
Okay, I mean, you can't deny that JLo is a great dancer, but before she was releasing her own music, Jennifer Lopez was the voice of Latina superstar Selena in the classic biopic. This musical lead became Jennifer's breakout role. She even earned a Golden Globe nomination. So really, this was Jennifer stepping into the music scene, and 2 years after the biopic was released, she released her own album. Now, Jennifer's album, On the 6, would not have done as well if it wasn't for her role playing Selena, which she really sought that out because I think she knew how important it would be with, the Hispanic audience, the American audience. It would really make her super mainstream, and then she could also show her singing talents. This report reads, the singer rose to fame after her role as Selena in the self-titled biopic. Though her singing career has brought her much fame and success, JLo has been known to frequently rip off other artists. Jennifer has had a bad habit of borrowing vocals from other artists and passing them off as her own. Although this isn't uncommon in the music industry, a lot of artists use backup singers and they will leverage them. It's, I guess, a little bit less common for, a big artist to completely steal another artist's vocals because people could tell the difference, but Jennifer Lopez could care less. Let's talk about Jennifer Lopez's song titled I'm Real, because that's one of the classic examples that she just completely ripped off someone else. I'm Real was an attempt for Jennifer Lopez to appeal more, quote, urban and to give her album a boost on the charts. The song was released as a single, but the bulk of the song was written by Ashanti, who would go on to become the R&B princess of the early 2000s. Now, Jennifer Lopez didn't stumble across this song and steal it from Ashanti. Even though it kind of seems like she didn't have that much power. What happened was that Mariah Carey and her ex Tommy were feuding, and Tommy is a big record executive. He found out that Mariah was making a song with Ja Rule, so he asked the producers to create the same sound for JLo. Essentially, Tommy wanted Mariah Carey's career to, flop, and wanted to use Jennifer Lopez as a catalyst.
I'm talking about time we told.
Yeah, get out of it.
And he calls me because he found out me and Rule made a record with Mariah Carey. And at the time, he hated Mariah Carey. So he was pumping Jennifer Lopez to compete. So he calls me 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what's up, Tom? What the this? Oh, he says, Irv, I need you to do me a favor. I said, what's up? I need you to make a record with JLo, but I want you to put Ja Rule on it and make it a duet kind of a record. He knows we just did this shit with Mariah, which was a duety record, and he's trying to Mariah.
The song was originally written and sang by Murder Inc. Records and was performed by Ashanti, so it was completely her song. But Jennifer Lopez was ordered to recreate it because I guess, Tommy felt like JLo was more of a competitor for Mariah to kind of take her out. But don't worry, guys, Jennifer Lopez wasn't able to take out Mariah. I think we know how that story goes, but Ashanti's vocals were used all over the track, and that's really the problem that people find with this breakout song. Jennifer Lopez also faced controversy for a line in the song that involved her using the N-word. Outraged fans protested one of the singer's NYC concerts with banners. Oh no. Because Ashanti's sound and lyrics were such a hit for JLo, Ashanti went on to write and sing another song for Jennifer Lopez titled It Ain't Funny. And of course, this was another big hit for JLo, even though it wasn't necessarily her work. Here's a clip of Ashanti's voice so you guys can hear how similar it sounds to what Jennifer Lopez puts out.
Funny, baby, that you want me when you had me. Didn't understand that my love is pain and how I'm feeling, babe. It's just a woman thing.
And I think a lot of fans kind of picked up on this, later on or in hindsight, that she wasn't really genuine, very manufactured, giving very much industry bland. Ashanti actually explained that she experienced some frustration having to write and produce and to perform vocals for music that she wasn't able to put out because it was all for JLo. And she says, she was excited for her, but clearly she's showing some resentment.
Song for her, and I also referenced I'm Real for her, and they left my background vocals on the record.
And people, they say, are you the ghost voice for, have you heard that?
Yes, I heard that. But, I referenced the record for her, which is, done a lot in the music industry, and they left my background vocals on.
I almost want to tell Ashanti to tell us how it really is. Tell us how you are pretty much the backbone of this woman's career. But we can't just attribute Jennifer Lopez's music career to a couple of Ashanti songs because that wouldn't be fair. She's best known for her song Jenny from the Block, which is a nickname that she still has to this day. Remember that 16-year-old in Bronx with the messy hair scene from her documentary? Well, this song was another attempt for Jennifer Lopez to boost her street cred and to feature some people to make her appear to be more, urban appealing. I don't like that, that language, but that's what they're reporting. Now, the voice for this single originally belonged to Natasha Ramos and was used after she demoed the track for Jennifer Lopez. Well, it turns out Natasha's voice shares a striking resemblance to Jennifer Lopez's, so it doesn't seem like, Jennifer had to put in a lot of work because Natasha had already sang the song for her. Because this is the song that helped make JLo so big to this day, fans were upset to know that it wasn't her work because this demo was released and people listened to the chorus and the bridge and realized it doesn't sound like Jennifer Lopez had altered the demo at all. She just used what Natasha had produced. Natasha was quoted saying, "I think the problem with Jenny from the Block is that they kept my laugh, they kept my ad-libs, and they turned her vocals all the way down. And the from the Bronx part is me." We've actually heard from Natasha and she's spoken out, so let's go ahead and hear what she has to say about how she feels on this.
I was on more, I was on 4 other songs. I was on I'm Glad, The One, Loving You, Baby I Heart You, and Jenny from the Block. I feel like all of the other ones, excluding Jenny from the Block, are very much true blue background vocals. I think the problem with Jenny from the Block is that they cut my laugh and they kept ad-libs and they turned her vocals all the way down, and the from the Bronx part is me.
Now you guys might be thinking, Sloan, okay, there's a witch hunt for Jennifer Lopez. Everyone's out to get her. What if this Natasha woman is making it up? But when you hear her sing, you start to realize that there is a lot of similarity.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the Block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. From the Bronx! And yes, that is definitely me saying from the Bronx.
Now, a lot of people are comparing this situation to Milli Vanilli. Milli Vanilli was a pop duo which were exposed for lip syncing their vocals instead of actually singing their hit song. And really, it does have the same energy because these guys were exposed for not, using their vocals at all. Jennifer Lopez has been exposed for really not using her vocals at all. One person wrote on TikTok, "You weren't the background singer, Natasha. You are the vocals." Another person wrote, "Really upset that you're a server and you sang the song that blew her up. I hate it here." Because Natasha was struggling to pay her bills. She was waiting at tables while Jennifer Lopez was taking all the clout for her work, for her words. Not even her vocals, her laugh, her ad-libs, so much of it, like the character of who this person was expressed in this song, and JLo just took it away. This person wrote, "Who sings in JLo's live concerts?" Natasha replied, "If it's a song I sing background vocals on, the background vocals in her live performances are recordings of my voice." This person wrote, "The fact that you still have to work after helping her blow up is mind-boggling. She owes you big time." Natasha writes, "Imagine feeling this way for 20 years and suppressing it because you felt like you just had to take the loss." Oh, poor Natasha. We don't want her to feel bad for her work because, she's a perfect example of someone who's been exploited. Ride and Die is another song by Jennifer Lopez. It was written by Brandy, produced by Brandy, and it was intended for her. But Jennifer Lopez wanted it for her Rebirth album, and she got it. But JLo allegedly couldn't find the time to record vocals for the entire song, so Brandy's voice is still very much present. It actually seems like Jennifer Lopez has this excuse for a few different songs, that she just couldn't find the time. I'm Real was released twice in 2 different forms. The track was a typical pop song and is rumored to be an alleged diss towards rival Mariah Carey. This sampled version Firecracker by Yellow Magic Orchestra. The song was never sampled before 2001 until Mariah made the first attempt to license it for her song Loverboy. With malicious intent, Mariah Carey's former husband, Tommy, applied for the same license and beat Mariah Carey to the punch. Once again, JLo could not find the time to lay her vocals for the chorus. The voice you hear instead is Shailene Thomas. This incident most definitely prompted Mariah Carey's famous "I don't know her" line.
Und was ist mit JLo?
Die kenne ich nicht.
Ups.
And honestly, maybe Mariah doesn't know her because nobody really knows her. She's not singing her own music and she can't find the time to maintain a career that she's, making so much money off of and being so popular for. It just all feels inauthentic, and I think that's why people are kind of questioning her now.
Mariah, who calls herself Supergirl, says she often sleeps just 3 hours a night. When told Lopez claimed to get 8, Mariah said, quote, "If I had the luxury of not actually having to sing my own songs, I'd do that too."
Honestly, you guys must admit that we love to see Mariah telling it how it is because, maybe Mariah doesn't use her live vocals all the time. Nowadays, she can't actually sing and she can't hit those notes. Another single titled Play by Jennifer Lopez was not created by her. It was not sung by her. It was created by Christina Milian. She wrote the song. She also sang the song. You can hear her voice all over the track. Most notably, you can hear Christina in the chorus, which JLo barely sings a note.
That song, play it all night long. Just turn it up, turn it on.
Christina does get credit for background vocals, but really she's the main singer here. So another moment where Jennifer Lopez is just taking someone else's song and making it her own and trying to make it big time, which I guess the record label is supporting this narrative the entire time. And I'm sure a lot of these artists probably feel betrayed seeing this happen, like their own work, their own voice being taken and then used for someone who does not deserve it. This person wrote on Natasha's page that you, Natasha, Ashanti, and Christina Milian sing my favorite JLo songs. Now, of course, fans are smart people. They can see through the inauthenticity and the fact that she is using other people's work and just trying to make a buck. And she's actually been coined as just, running this long time scam of a music career. And of course, that has to go back to the recording artists. And it's interesting that I wonder if JLo has always had priority just because Tommy is so against Mariah and trying to keep someone else out there that he sees as her competitor. There are other songs that have been accused of having a ghost singer on them. I mean, it's not just her biggest hit. Songs like If You Had My Love is arguably one of JLo's signature songs, but the chorus was not sang by JLo. It was sang by, in fact, Sean Wyatt Harrell. All I Have is the second single from her album This Is Me Then. It was a massive hit, but most of the chorus was sampled by Deborah Law. They leveraged an old song so heavily that they had to pay credits to that song because it really wasn't JLo's work. Get Right is a fan favorite from JLo due to its catchy chorus and its infectious beat. Now, this song was originally intended for Usher, and Usher actually wrote this song. After the song failed to make the album, the producer passed it to JLo as an apology for giving another song up. But Usher apparently did not sign off on this and demanded publishing rights. Love Don't Cost a Thing is one of JLo's biggest singles and really solidified her career. Supposedly this song was about Diddy. Even though we don't have any confirmation that these vocals are not JLo's, it's been rumored that these vocals belong to Canella Cox. Here are some other stolen songs I want you guys to hear, because this isn't just like a one or two-time incident. This is a repeat offender we've got on our hands. So really, I think we can say that Jennifer Lopez's music career has pretty much been, it's not been copyrighted because they paid for the licensing, but it's been just, I don't know, phony, completely phony. And maybe that's why people are so upset. I mean, one of my ex-boyfriends, his mom, is a big fan of Jennifer Lopez and said that she was so excited to go to her concerts and then ended up being so disappointed. So I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys have any other video ideas for me, here is my email. But until next time, I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.